told your friend you're not okay.
You should probably sit down. Because this latest rumor about Jungkook isn't just any rumor. There's something too quiet behind the scenes at the HYBE building, too much unusual activity, and the name most frequently mentioned in insider whispers is one, Jungkook. For the past few days, the fandom has been heating up. Not because of a scandal, not because of a drama, but because of one persistent rumor. Jungkook is reportedly in direct discussions with HYBE about a new plan that's being touted as the most spectacular project he's ever worked on. And as usual, as soon as Jungkook's name comes up in the context of big plans, armies immediately turn into international detectives. It all started with a report from an internal HYBE employee who reported that several top executives were seen attending an impromptu meeting late at night. There was no official agenda, no public briefing, but what caught the eye most was the fact that one of the meeting rooms on the executive floor had been set aside for someone very important. A few hours later, fans passing by the building reported the appearance of a man in a black jacket, wearing a mask, with HYBE bodyguards following close behind. From his gait, his posture, to the way he bowed his head, it didn't take long for ARMY to conclude it was Jungkook. From then on, the rumors snowballed. Interestingly, these rumors weren't just about Jungkook in a meeting. What really made the news was what was reportedly being discussed. Some of the most popular speculations among fans. A global Phase 2 project after the Golden Album, with a more mature and cinematic concept. An international collaboration with one of the world's top artists who had previously hinted at admiring Jungkook. The launch of a personal brand under the HYBE umbrella, following in the footsteps of other global artists who have successfully built their own empires. An international live event, perhaps a documentary concert or special show showcasing Jungkook's personal side. A secret project for 2026 that was said to change the standards of the K-pop industry. And it all made sense, because Jungkook isn't the type of artist to make small moves. His every move speaks on a global scale. Things became even more serious when several Korean news outlets began highlighting HYBE's activities. They cited internal strategic activities involving a BTS member. The name wasn't mentioned directly, but the description, the most shining global icon of our time, immediately pointed to Jungkook. Even more suspicious, several HYBE staff members were seen entering and exiting the production room with laptops, cameras, and closed documents, common signs of a major project being prepared. On X/Twitter, Instagram, and even TikTok, armies came up with theory after theory. Why did several global producers start following HYBE staff? Why did Jungkook suddenly become quieter on social media? Why didn't Big Hit release any clarification? Why did several global brands repost Jungkook's photo at almost the same time? All of this fueled the speculation, but it also made more sense. When we talk about Jungkook, one thing must be remembered. He never appears for just anything small. Every comeback is a hit. Every live performance immediately trends worldwide. Every small move he makes can change the course of a global industry. So when rumors say he's discussing something spectacular, fans know it's not hyperbole. It's reality. In the K-pop world, HYBE being silent usually means one of two things. There's a big problem. Or a big project. And this time, the vibe was far from troubled. Insiders all said the atmosphere at HYBE was energetic, optimistic, and secretive. What did it mean? Something was brewing. And it was something big. As the rumors spread, the atmosphere in the fandom shifted like a relentless wave. At first, there were only whispers, but within hours, ARMY's entire timelines were filled with discussions, analysis, and new pieces of information that made it all feel even more real. And just when the public began to think the rumors would die down like previous issues, something happened that sent speculation to new heights. HYBE's strange movements in the middle of the night. Around 1 a.m. Seoul time, several fans who happened to be near the HYBE building noticed something unusual. The lights on the production floor, mixing room, and creative studio were still on. This is rare, especially on days without official schedules. Even more suspicious, through the large glass windows overlooking the street, several people saw the silhouette of a tall figure wearing a black hoodie standing in front of a large screen with two HYBE producers. Fans who witnessed the scene immediately remarked, "His posture is familiar, it looks like Jungkook." And as we know, when it comes to Jungkook, ARMY doesn't take long to connect the dots. Insider mentions a project announcement draft. Several accounts that frequently leak industry information have provided new clues. One of them mentions that HYBE is preparing a draft announcement for a major project for one of their global artists. The details don't mention names, but the leaks strongly point to Jungkook. He's said to have an international visual plan, using global partnerships, having a development phase starting late 2025. And most interestingly, the phrase, artist with massive global impact, is included, a term usually reserved for specific BTS members. And the only member who recently achieved top global artist and multi-country Billboard domination is Jungkook. ARMY begins to ditch old theories and find new ones. While ARMY speculation previously revolved around a comeback and a global collaboration, now the theories have gotten much bigger. Some fans are even starting to believe this could be a hybrid project of music, fashion, and visual entertainment, a concept never before attempted in K-pop. The reason? Jungkook has recently been frequently wearing unreleased fashion items. Several global brands have been seen reposting them without context. HYBE's video producers have been seen suddenly becoming active on social media, something that usually happens when they're working on a major project. Furthermore, the fact that HYBE's creative studio remains active late into the night is a strong indication that this isn't a small project. HYBE begins erasing traces, a sign that this rumor is serious. Some fans double-check the official website, artist schedules, and HYBE's internal project listings. They noticed something strange. Some previously public internal pages have now become restricted. Some sub-project links that were usually open are now inaccessible. HYBE also appeared to have deleted several old posts related to one of Jungkook's international collaborators. All of this further fuels the rumor mill's conclusion that HYBE is hiding something that isn't ready to be announced yet. And if HYBE goes so far as to lock down internal data, it almost always means a major announcement is in the works. International fandoms join the frenzy, trending globally without an official announcement. What makes this even more insane is the fact that without a single official statement from HYBE or Jungkook, these rumors were enough to create topics. Jungkook new project. HYBE late night meeting. JK spectacular plan. Trending globally in various countries. Fandoms from America, Japan, the Philippines, Europe, and even the Middle East began to speculate. Several major media outlets even began preparing draft articles just in case the rumors were true. When the media gets involved even before an official announcement, it only means one thing. Everyone knows there's something bigger than just gossip. Tensions rise. Will there be an announcement tomorrow? Given HYBE's business model, many fans are now on high alert. Typically, when a big rumor like this breaks out, the studio is active, the lights are on until late. Internal staff start to provide little clues. The official announcement explodes in the morning. And today, many noticed that several HYBE employees were seen wearing formal attire. In-house photographers arrived earlier than usual. Video staff were seen carrying camera storage boxes. And HYBE security had increased security in the lobby. All of these patterns suggest that something is being prepared for an imminent release. If it weren't for an important announcement, HYBE wouldn't be moving this intensely. Amidst all the rumors, speculation, and strange movements by HYBE, one thing is clear. Jungkook is preparing something, and it's no small project. Fans can feel the energy. The media can feel the pressure. The industry can feel the vibrations. The only thing we don't know yet is when Jungkook will stand before the world and reveal what he's really been working on. And until that day comes, ARMY will continue to keep the timeline alive, stay curious, and stay ready for big surprises.